a scare for Rachael Ray as her house goes up in flames. Ray has been doing her show from home during the pandemic, and while the fire is devastating, as Stephen Fabian reports, everyone is relieved Ray and her family are all okay.
The story of Rachael Ray, a renowned television personality and culinary icon, resonates as a poignant chapter in the lives of those who have followed her illustrious career. Known for her infectious energy, approachable style, and remarkable talent for turning everyday cooking into a joyous activity, Rachael Ray's rise to fame was meteoric. However, her journey was not without its trials, culminating in an episode that is as tragic as it is unexpected, leaving an indelible mark on her life and career. Before we start, smash the like and subscribe buttons for more updates. Rachael Ray's background as a self-taught cook who transformed herself into a household name is a testament to her grit and charm. Her unique ability to connect with viewers and simplify cooking made her an accessible and beloved figure. With the launch of her 30-minute meals series, she became a beacon for busy families, inspiring millions to find joy in preparing quick and delicious meals. Over time, her brand expanded to include cookbooks, cookware, a successful talk show, and a presence on the Food Network that few could rival. But as with many stories of immense success, shadows loomed in the background. For years, Rachael Ray worked tirelessly, building her empire and juggling the demands of fame. Yet her relentless schedule and the pressure to maintain her cheerful, always-on persona began to take a toll. Behind the bright smiles and hearty laughter, whispers of mounting stress and personal struggles began to surface. Her professional success was both a blessing and a curse, as it demanded an unrelenting commitment that allowed little room for self-care or respite. The tragic event that cast a shadow over Rachael Ray's life came in the form of an unforeseen disaster, a fire that ravaged her home. The devastating blaze, which destroyed her beloved house in Lake Luzerne, New York, left an emotional and physical scar. The home was not merely a place of residence, but a sanctuary, where Rachael found solace and inspiration. It was the setting for countless moments of joy and creativity, and its loss represented the destruction of a deeply personal space that was integral to her life. The fire, which reportedly started due to a chimney malfunction, quickly engulfed the property, leaving little time for intervention. Rachael and her husband, John Cusimano, were fortunate to escape unharmed, but the emotional toll was immeasurable. The loss of cherished belongings, irreplaceable mementos, and the symbolic heart of their lives was a blow that transcended the material. As the flames consumed the walls that once housed laughter, creativity, and love, they also left a void that would take years to heal. Beyond the immediate tragedy of losing her home, the implications of this event were profound. For someone as deeply connected to her personal space as Rachael Ray, the fire was more than a physical loss. It was an existential blow. The home had been a cornerstone of her identity, a place where she could retreat from the pressures of her public persona and reconnect with her authentic self. Its destruction meant losing a vital part of her support system, a place where she could regroup and recharge. The fire also disrupted the seamless rhythm of her professional life. Filming for her shows, which often featured her home and kitchen, had to be reevaluated. The loss of her workspace created logistical challenges that added to her already considerable stress. Moreover, the event thrust her private life into the public eye in a way that felt invasive and unmanageable. While she had always been open with her fans, the vulnerability of losing her home in such a dramatic fashion made her feel exposed in a way she had never experienced before. As Rachael Ray grappled with the emotional weight of this tragedy, she was also faced with the daunting task of rebuilding not just her home, but her sense of security and stability. The fire underscored the fragility of life and the fleeting nature of even the most cherished possessions. For someone who had built a career on making the everyday extraordinary, the event served as a stark reminder of how quickly the ordinary can become unimaginable. In many ways, the tragedy served as a crucible, testing the resilience and fortitude that had defined Rachael Ray's career. While the fire may have threatened to dim her bright spirit, it also provided an opportunity for reflection and growth. The loss of her home became a metaphor for the broader challenges she faced in balancing the demands of her public and private lives. It forced her to confront the pressures of her success and reconsider what truly mattered. The implications of this tragedy also extended to her relationship with her audience. Fans who had long admired her for her effervescence and relatability now saw a different side of her, one that was vulnerable, human, and deeply affected by loss. This shift in perception brought a new layer of depth to her public image, allowing her to connect with her audience on a more profound level. For many, the fire became a shared experience, a moment of collective empathy that deepened their bond with the beloved celebrity. While the tragedy of losing her home was undoubtedly a dark chapter in Rachael Ray's life, it also highlighted her resilience and determination. Despite the heartbreak, she remained committed to her work and her fans, continuing to inspire with her creativity and passion for food. The fire may have been a setback, but it did not define her. Instead, it became a part of her journey, a reminder of her strength and capacity to persevere in the face of adversity. Rachael Ray's tragedy also served as a poignant reflection on the challenges of modern life. Her experience underscored the delicate balance between personal and professional fulfillment, a balance that is often disrupted by unforeseen events. The fire was a reminder that even those who seem to have it all are not immune to loss and hardship. It brought to light the importance of resilience, community, and the ability to rebuild after devastation. As the flames subsided and the ashes settled, what remained was a story of courage and determination. Rachael Ray's tragedy was a sobering moment that revealed the depth of her character and the strength of her spirit. It was a reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the human capacity for hope and renewal can prevail. The fire may have taken her home, but it could not extinguish the light of her passion, creativity, and love for life. In the wake of the tragedy, Rachael Ray's story became an inspiration for others who faced similar losses. Her resilience and determination to rebuild resonated with audiences worldwide, offering a message of hope and perseverance. The fire, while devastating, became a catalyst for growth and transformation, reminding everyone that even in the darkest moments, there is potential for renewal and strength. The tragedy of Rachael Ray is a story of loss, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It is a chapter that, while heartbreaking, also underscores the profound beauty of overcoming adversity and finding light in the darkness. Through her strength and determination, Rachael Ray continues to inspire, proving that even in the face of tragedy, the capacity for hope and renewal remains unshaken. The tragedy that struck Rachael Ray, while profoundly unsettling, also provides a broader perspective on the human capacity for navigating unforeseen crises and adapting to a new normal. With her life's work so deeply rooted in home, family, and the small yet meaningful joys of daily life, the fire was more than just a destructive force. It represented a rupture in her core identity. As her fans watched the situation unfold, they saw not just a celebrity enduring a challenge, but a relatable human story, resonating deeply with anyone who has faced sudden upheaval. Rachael Ray's journey from this catastrophic event to rediscovering a sense of purpose is not just a personal story, but a broader commentary on how individuals respond to sudden adversity. Her life, like her recipes, has often been about practicality and resilience, finding creative solutions in the face of limited resources. Yet even for someone who made a career out of tackling challenges with a smile, this tragedy was an overwhelming test of her spirit. The fire forced Rachael Ray to confront the impermanence of what had seemed immovable. Her home was not just a building, it was a living, breathing part of her existence, intertwined with her personal and professional lives. The loss required her to engage in an emotional reckoning, processing grief while simultaneously navigating the logistics of rebuilding her life. This process for anyone can be isolating, but for a public figure like Rachael, it meant doing so under the watchful eyes of fans and media alike. The physical destruction of her home also brought to light the fragility of cherished routines. For years, her house had been the backdrop for her creative endeavors and a space where she could retreat from the demands of her public persona. Losing it meant losing a sense of grounding, an upheaval that many might struggle to comprehend unless faced with a similar disaster. The experience underscored the importance of stability and sanctuary in a life otherwise marked by relentless demands and the perpetual motion of a public career. In the aftermath of the fire, one can imagine the painstaking efforts required to sift through the wreckage, both literal and metaphorical. Recovering from such an event is not a linear process. It involves grappling with the shock, mourning what was lost, and slowly piecing together a way forward. For Rachael Ray, this journey would have been complicated further by her multifaceted responsibilities, from maintaining her professional commitments to addressing her personal needs and those of her family. The fire also presented unique challenges for someone whose career is so deeply entwined with their physical environment. Her home kitchen was not just a workspace, but a character in its own right, a tangible expression of her identity. Losing it meant losing more than just a set of appliances or a filming location. It was the erasure of a part of her storytelling canvas. This aspect of the tragedy added a layer of complexity, forcing her to adapt her work to new circumstances while navigating her personal recovery. Rachael Ray's tragedy also served as a powerful reminder of how interconnected our lives have become with the spaces we inhabit. Her home was not merely a private retreat, but a vessel for her creativity and connection to her audience. The fire's destruction highlighted the vulnerability of these spaces, revealing how quickly the foundational elements of our lives can be disrupted. This realization carries a universal resonance, emphasizing the need for resilience and adaptability in the face of sudden loss. In the wake of the fire, Rachael Ray's experience also sheds light on the broader emotional impact of such an event. The process of rebuilding, whether a physical structure, a professional rhythm, or an emotional sense of security, requires immense resilience. It demands a willingness to confront pain and uncertainty, a task that can feel insurmountable when faced with the enormity of loss. For someone like Rachael, who had spent her career cultivating a public image of strength and positivity, this process may have felt doubly challenging as she worked to reconcile her private grief with her public role. The tragedy also prompted deeper reflections on the concept of home. For Rachael Ray, her house was not just a residence, but a place where her identity flourished. The fire's destruction forced her to reconsider what truly defines a home: its physical structure, the memories it holds, or the people who inhabit it. This question is one that resonates deeply, particularly in times of upheaval, as individuals everywhere grapple with the balance between the tangible and intangible elements that make a space feel like home. As the rebuilding process unfolded, it became clear that this tragedy would forever be a part of Rachael Ray's story. While the fire was a moment of devastation, it also became an opportunity for reflection, growth, and transformation. The process of starting anew required not just physical effort, but emotional resilience, a willingness to adapt, and the courage to envision a future beyond the loss. This journey, while deeply personal, also served as a source of inspiration for her fans, many of whom saw their own struggles reflected in her experience. One of the most striking aspects of Rachael Ray's tragedy is the sense of community that emerged in its aftermath. While the fire was an isolating event in many ways, it also brought people together, fans, friends, and even strangers, offering support, encouragement, and empathy. This collective response underscores the profound impact of shared humanity in times of crisis. For Rachael Ray, who has spent her career fostering connections through food and storytelling, this outpouring of solidarity was both a testament to her influence and a reminder of the power of community in overcoming adversity. The fire also served as a poignant reminder of the importance of resilience in the face of unexpected challenges. While the event was undoubtedly devastating, it also highlighted Rachael Ray's strength and determination. Her ability to continue working, connecting with her audience, and finding moments of joy amid the chaos is a powerful example of how to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and courage. This resilience is a quality that has defined her career, and it was never more evident than in the wake of this tragedy. For her fans, the fire was a reminder of Rachael Ray's humanity. While she is a public figure known for her energy and enthusiasm, this event revealed a more vulnerable side, allowing her audience to connect with her on a deeper level. It also reinforced the idea that even those who appear to have it all are not immune to life's hardships. This realization can be both sobering and comforting, emphasizing the shared nature of human experience. The tragedy also prompted broader discussions about the unpredictability of life and the importance of preparing for the unexpected. While no one can fully anticipate or prevent a disaster, events like this underscore the value of resilience, adaptability, and community support. Rachael Ray's experience serves as a powerful reminder of these principles, offering lessons that extend far beyond her personal story. As the narrative of Rachael Ray's tragedy continues to unfold, it is clear that this event has left an indelible mark on her life and career. The fire was a moment of profound loss, but it also became a catalyst for reflection, growth, and renewal. For her fans, it is a story of resilience and determination, a testament to the human capacity to overcome even the most daunting challenges. In many ways, the fire was both an end and a beginning. It marked the conclusion of one chapter in Rachael Ray's life, but it also opened the door to new possibilities. As she worked to rebuild her home and her sense of stability, she also had the opportunity to reimagine her future, finding new ways to connect with her audience and continue her work. This process of rebuilding, while challenging, is also an opportunity for transformation and growth. The tragedy of Rachael Ray is a story that resonates deeply, not just for its emotional impact, but for the broader lessons it offers. It is a reminder of the fragility of life, the importance of resilience, and the power of community in times of crisis. Through her strength and determination, Rachael Ray has shown that even in the face of profound loss, it is possible to find hope, rebuild, and move forward. Her journey is one of courage and perseverance, offering inspiration to anyone who has faced their own moments of hardship and uncertainty. The profound tragedy that Rachael Ray faced not only marked a significant personal and professional challenge, but also offered a rare lens through which to view the broader themes of loss, adaptation, and reinvention. To understand the magnitude of this event, it is essential to delve deeper into its psychological, social, and cultural implications, as well as the resilience that followed. Each layer of this experience reveals the nuanced ways in which such life-altering events shape individuals and communities, offering lessons far beyond the immediate circumstances. The psychological impact of such a devastating event cannot be overstated. For someone like Rachael Ray, whose life and career revolved around creating spaces of warmth, creativity, and connection, the destruction of her home represented an existential threat to her sense of self. A home is often a place of safety, a refuge from the chaos of the outside world. Losing that sanctuary can evoke feelings of vulnerability, disorientation, and grief. These emotions are compounded when the loss is so sudden and dramatic, as in the case of a fire. For public figures like Rachael, the psychological burden is often amplified by their visibility. While many people who experience such losses do so privately, she faced the added pressure of navigating her grief in the public eye. This dynamic creates a dual challenge, coping with personal emotions while managing external perceptions. The constant scrutiny can intensify feelings of isolation, as there is little room for privacy or retreat. Every step of the recovery process becomes a matter of public interest, stripping away the ability to process emotions at one's own pace. This tragedy also had a profound social impact, both on Rachael Ray's personal relationships and her public interactions. For her family and close friends, the fire was a shared loss, affecting not only Rachael, but also the people who had built memories within the walls of her home. Rebuilding these connections and supporting one another through the grieving process is a complex task, requiring patience, understanding, and mutual care. On a broader scale, the event shifted the dynamic between Rachael and her audience. Fans who had followed her career for years were suddenly confronted with a more vulnerable side of her life. While Rachael had always been relatable and approachable, this tragedy brought her even closer to her audience, creating a shared sense of humanity. Many fans saw echoes of their own struggles in her experience, fostering a deeper emotional connection. This shift in her public image also created new opportunities for dialogue about resilience, loss, and recovery. The cultural implications of Rachael Ray's tragedy are equally significant. As a figure deeply embedded in the fabric of contemporary popular culture, her experiences resonate with broader societal themes. The destruction of her home served as a stark reminder of the fragility of material possessions and the impermanence of even the most stable aspects of life. It challenged societal notions of security and control, highlighting the unpredictable nature of existence. For many, the fire also symbolized a disruption of the idyllic image of success and stability often associated with celebrities. Rachael Ray's life, with its blend of professional achievements and personal warmth, seemed untouchable. The fire shattered that illusion, reminding the world that even those who appear to have it all are not immune to life's challenges. This realization fostered a sense of solidarity as people from all walks of life related to her experience and found inspiration in her response. The process of rebuilding after such a devastating loss is a journey fraught with challenges but also opportunities for growth and reinvention. For Rachael Ray, this journey likely involved a reevaluation of priorities and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. The act of reconstructing her home was not just about restoring a physical structure, but about reclaiming a sense of stability and identity. This process requires immense courage and determination, as it involves confronting the pain of loss while envisioning a hopeful future. Rebuilding also offers a chance to create something new. For Rachael Ray, the destruction of her home may have served as an opportunity to reimagine her space and infuse it with fresh ideas and inspiration. This process of renewal is a powerful metaphor for life itself, an ongoing cycle of loss, adaptation, and growth. By embracing the opportunity to rebuild, she demonstrated a remarkable capacity for resilience and creativity, qualities that have defined her career and inspired her fans. Another important aspect of this journey is the role of community. In times of crisis, the support of others can make a profound difference, providing emotional, practical, and moral assistance. For Rachael Ray, the outpouring of support from her fans, colleagues, and loved ones was undoubtedly a source of strength. This sense of community underscores the importance of human connection in navigating life's challenges, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. The tragedy also raises important questions about the relationship between public figures and their audiences. While celebrities often serve as sources of inspiration and entertainment, they are also human beings with their own vulnerabilities and challenges. Events like this highlight the need for empathy and understanding, encouraging audiences to see beyond the public persona and recognize the complexities of the individual. For Rachael Ray, the fire was a moment of profound vulnerability, offering a glimpse into her humanity and fostering a deeper connection with her audience. In the broader context of her career, this tragedy represents a turning point. While Rachael Ray's life and work had always been defined by positivity and creativity, the fire added a new dimension to her story. It served as a reminder of her resilience and strength, qualities that have always been present but were now brought to the forefront in a more tangible way. This experience likely influenced her work, infusing it with a deeper sense of authenticity and empathy. The fire also serves as a powerful example of how adversity can inspire change. For Rachael Ray, this tragedy may have prompted a reevaluation of her goals and priorities, leading to new opportunities for growth and exploration. Whether through her cooking, her writing, or her public appearances, she has the ability to use this experience as a source of inspiration, demonstrating the power of resilience and the potential for renewal. The lessons from Rachael Ray's tragedy extend far beyond her personal story. They offer insights into the human capacity for resilience, the importance of community, and the transformative power of loss. By navigating this experience with courage and determination, she has provided a powerful example of how to confront life's challenges and emerge stronger on the other side. The process of moving forward after such a devastating loss is never easy, but it is also an opportunity for growth and reinvention. For Rachael Ray, this journey is a testament to her strength and resilience, qualities that have always been at the heart of her work. Through her ability to adapt, connect, and inspire, she continues to demonstrate the profound beauty of the human spirit, offering hope and encouragement to others facing their own challenges. Rachael Ray's tragic experience can be further explored by delving into the deeply ingrained symbolism of home and hearth, especially for someone whose career was built around the idea of creating joy and connection through food. The destruction of her home through fire represents a dramatic disruption of the foundational elements of her life, affecting her not only on a physical and professional level, but on an emotional and spiritual one as well. Examining the profound layers of meaning behind her loss allows us to appreciate the gravity of her journey and the broader human themes it reflects. The concept of home has a universal resonance. It is not merely a shelter, but a reflection of identity and memory, a place where the mundane is infused with meaning through the rituals of daily life. For Rachael Ray, her home was the literal and figurative center of her universe, a physical manifestation of her warmth, creativity, and hospitality. Losing that space disrupted not only her ability to create, but also her sense of self. A fire does not just destroy structures, it consumes the intangible things they represent: security, familiarity, and belonging. When a home is tied so intimately to one's professional life, as it was for Rachael Ray, the loss extends into public perception. Her kitchen, for instance, was more than a workspace. It was an extension of her personality, a tangible connection between her and her audience. Her viewers felt as though they knew her through that kitchen, associating it with comfort, energy, and inspiration. The destruction of this personal-professional nexus blurred the boundaries between her private grief and public image, intensifying the personal cost of the loss. The suddenness of a fire adds another layer of trauma. Fires are unrelenting and indiscriminate, consuming everything in their path with devastating speed. There is no gradual adjustment, no time to prepare emotionally or physically. For Rachael Ray, this meant the immediate obliteration of years of personal history, photos, keepsakes, and treasures that can never be replaced. It is a kind of erasure that forces one to confront the impermanence of all things, a stark reminder that even the most solid structures can vanish in an instant. In her case, this loss was even more poignant given the particular memories tied to her home. It was a space where she created, hosted, and expressed love through her passion for cooking. The home likely bore witness to countless moments of joy, creativity, and intimacy. Each corner, each detail carried a story, and those stories were integral to the person Rachael Ray had become. Losing these physical reminders of her journey meant grappling with a void that went beyond material possessions. Rebuilding after such a loss is not a simple process of replacing what was destroyed. It involves making peace with the absence of what was and finding the strength to envision something new. For Rachael Ray, this process likely required an immense amount of emotional labor. To rebuild is to acknowledge the loss, to sit with the pain, and yet to remain hopeful about what lies ahead. It is an act of courage and creativity, one that mirrors the resilience she has always demonstrated in her career. This tragedy also placed a spotlight on the societal response to disaster. When high-profile figures like Rachael Ray experience personal loss, their suffering often becomes a public event. This dynamic can be both supportive and invasive. On one hand, the outpouring of empathy from fans and colleagues offers solace and solidarity. On the other, it can complicate the grieving process, as the individual must navigate their emotions under the scrutiny of public attention. For Rachael Ray, who had spent years cultivating a deeply personal connection with her audience, this duality would have been particularly pronounced. The communal nature of her tragedy also serves as a microcosm of how disasters ripple outward, affecting not only those directly involved, but also their wider networks of relationships. Her loss was felt not only by her family and friends, but also by her fans and collaborators. The destruction of her home, a symbol of warmth and creativity, was a collective blow to those who looked to her for inspiration and comfort. It underscored the interconnectedness of human experiences and the way personal tragedy can resonate across communities. From a cultural perspective, Rachael Ray's tragedy invites reflection on the narratives of resilience and recovery. Popular culture often glorifies stories of triumph over adversity, emphasizing the act of bouncing back. However, the reality of rebuilding is far more complex. It involves not just physical reconstruction, but emotional and psychological healing. It is a process marked by setbacks, small victories, and profound self-discovery. For Rachael Ray, this journey was undoubtedly shaped by her unique combination of strength, vulnerability, and creativity. Her tragedy also highlights the importance of adaptability in the face of change. The destruction of her home forced her to reimagine how she approached her work and life. This required not only logistical adjustments, finding new spaces to film, adapting her routines, but also a re-evaluation of what truly matters. Adapting to such profound change is an inherently creative act, one that requires both practical problem-solving and emotional resilience. For someone like Rachael Ray, whose career is built on creative solutions, this was likely both a challenge and an opportunity. The loss of her home also forced Rachael Ray to confront the role of material possessions in her life. While the fire destroyed countless cherished items, it also offered a stark reminder of the distinction between what is truly essential and what is not. This reflection can lead to a kind of liberation, an opportunity to redefine priorities and find meaning beyond the material. It is a perspective that resonates universally, offering a lesson in resilience and gratitude even in the face of profound loss. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave your comments below and tell us, what are your thoughts on the tragedy of Rachael Ray? We want to hear from you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.